Welcome to Infinity Models. I'm Jason, your host, and this is part 5 of my Building Some Traffic Light series. And this is going to take a look at some of the SDM parts that we are going to be using to make these traffic lights super tiny for scale models. Yes, it's been a little bit on a video for the traffic lights because I've been having some issues and doing some other stuff. So, this is my collection of SMD parts. It looks like, wow, man, there's not a lot there. It's just, it all fits on the screen. But this stuff is tiny, and there are itty bitty things in here. So here is, this is a packet of LEDs from Chanson. You get these on Amazon. You get, like, for $6, you get a bunch. These are the 0603, and I'm going to get into the sizes in a minute. These are red, and then I have some ultraviolet, which is not real ultraviolet, it's just purple, and then I have blue, and then I have another blue, a green, a yellow, and a white. So traffic lights, we're looking at green, yellow, and red here. So I'll put these away, and that's the LEDs. And then we have some, I have a pack of various Zener diodes. If we come to need a Zener diode in our build, we will have those. And then I have a box of SMD transistors. This is just an assortment of just a pile of transistors and a cool ruler that I'll show you in a minute. But this is just tons of transistors. I keep them in this box because it tells me the list of how many I have and what the transistor is. Also the packaging, like SOT23 and SOT79. So transistors, useful. I can show you on here. This is, find something to point with. Making a mess of my meter probe. So if you can see this, this is the size of the LED I was showing you, the 0603. These are the different sizes. So as you can imagine, those tiny little things, 3 of those in an LED would be fine in a street light. If you want to get smaller, like some 402s, you can get even smaller for like the inside of a 1/75th ship. If you're doing like a 1/350, you know, the 603s or the 805s are my recommendation for that. Now, you're not going to get LEDs, I believe, in 2512. That might be a large LED, but just standard for what I'm going to be talking about, just either the 603 or the 805 or the 402 if you have to really squeeze it in to size. And then this is a assortment of just diodes from Interstellar, just diodes. This is micro buttons, just different micro buttons that solder onto SMD boards. So if you need, you know, a button, there's an assortment of buttons. I fix a lot of SMD stuff, so I have the variety kits. This is a pretty good variety kit. It comes with 1206 stuff, 8085 stuff, 805 stuff, and 603 stuff. It comes with resistors, it comes with capacitors, some op amps, some ICs, some diodes, PCB adapters, transistor assortments, potentiometers, Zener diodes, and you get 5 colors of 5 eaches of the 1206 LEDs, the 805s, and the 603s. Let's see if we can dig those out here. That's resistors. This is all the 603 stuff. Here's the LEDs right here. So let's see if we can. I try to put everything back in order here. So we have, okay, so if you can see right here in that package, that is going to be your size of your LED for your 1206. That's going to be your 1206. That right there is going to be your 803. That's 805. 805 and 603 is going to be this teeny tiny one. So as you can see, I'm going to use the 603s for my LEDs, for my traffic lights. Buying one of these kits here, as it does come with just about all the SMD parts that the traffic light kit would need. It doesn't come with enough LED lights because I'm going to be doing turn signals, and as it comes with only 5 of each color, you know, I need 4 of each color just for the lights, and then turn signals I would need 2 sets of turn signals I would need. So if it came with 8 of each color, I'd be good, but like I said, you can buy LEDs on the cheap. Now you can get these, you can get a box of these breakout boards here that you can solder your SMD chips on, and just it's the box of breakout boards that you can solder header pins on and plug them into boards and things like that. Now another route is going with these different LEDs. These are slow color changing, color changing. But I like the product from these Charon. Here are my colored ones. We'll use this as an example. Well, we'll just use the red ones as an example. Now, if you're doing a larger scale and you want a bulb-like street light, this is a 5mm LED. And if you are doing a smaller scene, this is a 3mm LED. And there's no reason why you can't just take a piece of styrene and drill a hole 3mm, 3 wide, and put a red in the top and a green in the bottom and a yellow, and then bend the wires accordingly. You could common all the grounds together and then just run your 3 wires up to each resistor, solder them on, and then run them down, or run them up wire to each of the LEDs, run them down, and put the resistors on the bottom side of the wires that are under the model or inside the model, however you wish. So like I said, these are 3mm, these are 5mm LEDs. They come in standard colors. You get bukus and bukus of them for on the cheap. So I normally, I do have some higher end LEDs in different colors. Like this is a yellow that's clear and it puts out yellow light. I tend to use these for special projects like jewel thieves and things like that. And then I have my favorite, my purple in 3mm. But I wish I got it in 5. I didn't get it in 5. So, but that is component wise, surface mount chips. I got some more 603s in my 3 colors for my traffic lights. They're going to be tiny because this is a, if you're doing a 1/35th scale or it depends on the scale of your model. I'm going to make a pretty small one with surface mount, because if I show you how to make it with surface mount, you can make it bigger. Making it smaller is the hard part. So I'm going to show you guys this way. I'm going to show you couple different ways with different circuitry and things like that. But that's going to do it for this video. It's not too long. Just an update on some of the components, the SMD stuff, and we're going to either do it with an Adreno or we're going to do it with some discrete logic chips. Discrete logic chips going to be a little bigger unit, but there's no programming, no coding involved. It's going to just be a program signal. You make a few changes to it, but nothing big. And the Adreno is going to be, more action-packed and larger. So check out my Logic series, and then also we're going to check out the Adrenos. And then also I'm going to try to do something with an FPGA to do some really crazy lighting effects like runway lights that strobe one way, strobe the other way. You know, and you can have different modes for incoming planes, outgoing planes on an aircraft carrier and run through different modes and different things. So I'm working on that. That's going to take me a while. I've never worked with an FPGA before that is controlled by a microcontroller, so I'm still learning that. I have a series coming out of me learning it for the first time and stumbling through everything. So I hope you come back and watch that. That's going to do it for this, guys. Thank you for watching, and here's my Patreon. Have a